Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And yeah, you read the title right. We aren't going anywhere. We're gonna be here for at least the next 2 weeks because we lost the apartment. So let's get into it, guys.
So the good news is that we are not homeless. Thank God we are not homeless. We actually have a place to stay and nobody's pushing us out.
Well, technically we are homeless.
All right.
Right?
My parents are giving us a place to stay, and if we didn't, I'm sure your mom would. All right.
Yeah. So
But.
we don't have our own home.
We planned to come back from Mexico, start off the year, move into like this grandiose, beautiful new luxury apartment, and
that wasn't the case.
yeah, so the plan fell apart. So we're gonna tell you guys about what happened and where we go from here.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So we went to view the apartment before we went to Mexico because the plan was, like Simas says, get an apartment, move when we come back. So we went, we saw a model unit and we fell in love with that model unit and we're like, hey, let's just get it. It was like out of 4 apartments I think that we saw, we picked that one because the pricing was good. It was kind of expensive.
Well, reasonably good for that, yeah.
It was good location for me to commute to New York, and it was just
the community
new. It was
the community seemed
fairly
nice.
new, like 3 years ago that the housing units were built, and we liked the amenities that were there. There was a gym, there was like grills around the yard where you can invite your family over. There was a pool.
There's a balcony.
We had a balcony. We paid extra money for a balcony.
Yeah.
But they sold us a dream. They sold us a dream. We saw the model unit. The model unit was really good, really spacious. It was a 1-bedroom with a living room, kitchen, bathroom, washer and dryer in the unit. And all the other 1-bedrooms and studios that we saw that day, or not that day, but during that week when we were hunting, they weren't as big and they weren't as new, and like everything was just good about the apartment, I think. But that was the problem. We saw a model unit. They didn't allow us to really see an actual unit, and then on the day of the inspection we saw the actual unit. And the actual unit was a far cry from the model unit. It looks good because you guys might have seen it in the video, but
Well,
on video it looks good, but when you look at it in person and peel back the layers, it's not worth the money that we were paying for it.
yeah, so you guys, a few videos ago before we went to Mexico, you guys saw a little bit of what the model unit looked like when we went apartment hunting. And then I think last video or 2 videos ago, you guys probably would have seen what the actual unit looked like. So we didn't put too much in there because the guys were still working. But the problem is they told us they were pretty much done. And when we got there, it looked like you guys ain't done, right? So we decided to actually not even bother going through with the moving because there were some serious red flags, right? You guys that are on TikTok and Instagram, you know the red flag emoji, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing was the fact that they refused to actually match the appliances to what they advertised.
Yeah.
That was the biggest turnoff because the appliances in there were dated, old, and just done.
I think they had the same appliances from when the first tenants moved into that building.
I think they probably moved them from the old building into the new one.
Into the new one, yeah.
Because those appliances are older than the building, right?
And it's just bound to have maintenance issues. So like old dishwasher, old stove, the laundry unit was actually
Yeah, that
new.
was alright,
It
yeah.
looked new. And then the fridge was old.
And the
So,
bathroom looked way dated.
worn down. The tiles wanted to be regrouted. Like, it was just not what we saw in the model unit. And if you know anything about us, we're not gonna take something that we didn't pay for.
Yep.
We paid money for that apartment and we expected to get the quality that we paid for. And if you have a problem with that, I'm sorry, but if you're paying your money, you should get what your money is worth, and that wasn't it. So that's why we decided to cancel the lease. Now, this will not have an effect on our credit. So we didn't get the security deposit back, but they gave us our money back for the first month's
they
rent.
stated they will give it back.
Yeah.
It hasn't
They
happened
will
yet.
give
Don't
us
speak
back.
too soon.
Right, they will give us back. And yeah, basically, those are the main reasons why we canceled.
So the next step is we are a little bit at a crossroads of like trying to figure out where we're gonna go. So we absolutely want to buy a place, right? We absolutely want to go ahead and buy
An apartment.
an apartment that's reasonable commuting distance and effort from the city, because your job, no matter what, is never going to be remote, unlike mine.
Right.
And then the other idea is that we may actually rent still until we are able to save enough money and then
buy something.
Right.
But I think that as far as buying is concerned, at first I looked at buying a house as being like the ultimate goal. But then the more and more we look on Zillow, which is every night, the more and more we look
That's
at
her
Zillow.
lullaby every night, guys. She falls asleep looking at Zillow. She's like this.
And we see these house prices and we see how far it is from where I'd actually get a job that I want to be at. It's discouraging, right? So we decided that the first purchase we will probably settle for is an apartment. And with that being said, we've been looking at apartments, and apartments near New York City are damn near house prices. So
They're higher than house prices, actually.
at this point,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're looking for at least a 2-bedroom apartment so that, you know, if we accidentally start a family, we'll have somewhere to put the kid, you know. Contrary to what people might think, we are actually on the same page where starting a family is concerned, but
Yeah, you guys take it too seriously, but
yeah, like.
But anyway, we're not
Anyways,
gonna touch
that's
on
not
that.
what this is about. So yeah, we've been looking in different areas for apartments. I am leaning more towards buying because I think if you wait and wait and wait, prices will just continue to rise and you'll be left in the mud, literally. But if we cannot find any apartment that suits our needs right now, we definitely think about renting until we can find something that is in a location that we want to be, in a good price range, and match all the other needs that we have.
Yeah, the thing that, and this is one of the, I guess, main things in our relationship that we're not exactly on the same page, but mostly on the same page, just not agreeing to the details, I guess, is that I just think like every single apartment and like area out there is just like, why would you want to live there for that much money in this nasty old building? Or if it's a newer building, it's in a terrible neighborhood, or there's like no easy way to commute to the city. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So we're kind of left like scraping the bottom of the barrel, even at higher prices. And we just need to make a decision of like which one we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So that decision will not be made today or next week, but we are gonna come to that decision one way or another. We can't just like not do anything, right? We're gonna have to pick path A or path B.
Yeah.
Maybe path C if we just move somewhere far away and just forget all of our worries.
This guy wants to buy an apartment in Miami.
Yeah, I don't understand why we're wasting our time here. Honestly,
in cold New Jersey.
that's a
But
big waste of time, and then you could just like sit at home and be a work-at-home mom, and I'll just have a high-paying remote job.
do you see me? Do I look like work at home
All right,
mom
work-at-home
material?
blogger. Work-at-home blogger. Okay. All right.
Anyways,
Who supports the Miami idea? You guys know that New Jersey or New York is just any.
people have been trying to call us to Florida for the longest time.
Yeah, but there's Florida and then there's Miami. I'm not going to Florida. I'm going to Miami.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that is what's going on with us. So in the next 2 weeks, you guys are supposed to see our new place. This is just a PSA.
This is what you guys
we
see.
got boxes in our background, and the boxes are empty at this point. But this is just a PSA to say that we're not gonna be moving as soon as we think, unless we find an apartment that matches all our needs. And the thing is,
Or most of our needs, at least.
yeah, most.
So, yeah, go ahead.
One thing I wanted to say is that it seems like we're having a little bad luck with this apartment hunting and things like that. But the thing that I want to do before I make any drastic moves to like a different country or a different state, I want to work and save money to live the lifestyle that I deserve. All right?
I will provide it for you. Just
Alright.
let me do it for you.
Yeah, well, do it then.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so yeah, so that's why I don't want to just get up and make a move yet. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us and listening to our rant. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon in our own place, right?
I don't know, man. At this point, we're just like existing.
We're homeless. We're nomads.
We're not. All right. You know what? We'll be fine. All right, guys. The situation is not as bad as it looks.
See, we're
It's just,
still smiling.
Its situation is not as bad as it looks. We just have to make a decision and then just throw a whole bunch of money at it either way.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, guys.
anyway, yep.
Bye.